Hey everyone, Soundwave884 here. It's been a long time since I made a video. I actually caught COVID at the end of August into the beginning of September, so I was really sick for like a week. Well, I was really sick for like 3 days, and then I had no taste, no smell for like a little over about a week and stuff. And I started getting, I was better by that point, but I've had this lingering cough, and I've having to keep clearing my throat and everything. So it's really hard to make videos when I'm constantly going. You don't want to hear that all the way through. Now, in this video, I'm going to try to get back to the swing of things. We're going to take a look at the Target exclusive, the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Troop Builder Multipack. I read that the other way. We get a Decepticon Seeker, a Quintesson Trooper, a G2 Universe Cybertronian Trooper, and an Animated Universe Auto Trooper. Now, these are just going to be retoolings of like Thundercracker, the Quintesson Alicon, which he has another name. He's in that set, the Pit set. He's actually got different colors in that set, which I have not opened. I'll probably reiterate all this again in the video because I like to rant. We got the G2 Cybertronian Trooper. That is just a retooling of Legacy Skullgran. And then we get the Animated Universe Auto Trooper, which looks like a Siege Ratchet, but he's actually a retooling of the Siege Ironhide. He's got the legs and stuff of Ironhide, not of Ratchet. So we're going to take a look at these guys. Some of these guys come with multiple heads. So the Quintesson Trooper, you can do the Alicon, or I can't remember the Bailiff. Is that his name? He's like a Bailiff. This guy here, or you can do on the G2 Universe Trooper. You get two different kind of skull heads, and then on the Animated Auto Trooper, you get a head with teal eyes or a head with like red eyes. So it's a cool troop building pack, and this is what exclusives should be: background characters. Not mainline, not main characters. And that's what exclusives should be. We don't need, the main Megatron, Netflix, Soundwave, Walmart only. We don't need that. We need to be able to get the main characters. It should be available everywhere because not everybody has a Target. Not everybody has a Walmart. I don't know. Not everybody has these stores, and that's what makes it really hard for everybody to collect all the characters. And it really throws into the scalping aspect of the figures, people to buy these up and resell them, or you can say the reselling aspect of it, and make buttloads of money. So let's take a look at these characters. 1, 5. Alright, we're going to do Decepticon Seeker first because he's listed first on the box. Here is your Decepticon Seeker using the Earthrise Seeker mold, Voyager class. He's pretty much just straight up, Thundercracker in new colors. So we'll bring in Thundercracker. A lot of people say they can use this guy as Thundercracker if you don't have Thundercracker. And sure, why not? The colors, when you got them together, they're way off. But if you don't have a Thundercracker and he's sitting on your shelf, and he's a blue jet, you don't have Thundercracker, you can slide this guy in. Whereas he's got some silver, he's got some black, like down here on his legs. Otherwise, same mold. You get no wrist swivels, no waist swivels, same articulation, everything. Same head sculpt you're going to get on the figure here. Nice painted red eyes. And so, if you got Seekers, you know what you're going to get out of this guy. But it's still cool. Mine does have a little bit of a hip problem. He doesn't want to pose. This one's like extra stiff. And this is one here, or it wants to close back up. But if you want to get some background Decepticon Seekers that were appearing in the G1 cartoon just to fill in the ranks, this guy here is good to go. We'll take a look at him in jet mode. Here he is in jet mode. Very cool. I always like the look of the classic Seekers in jet mode. I always never really been a bad looking Seeker. Turn over the side. Just missing some landing gears and stuff. That's probably the biggest complaint in jet mode. But otherwise, very, very cool. Paint, everything is applied well in this guy. The colors do look really nice. Alright, so secondly, this is a Quintesson Trooper. I'll take a look at him right here. He's pretty much just the Alicon retooled. And we've actually already got this guy in the big Quintesson pack that was like a Hasbro Pulse exclusive a couple years ago, where it came with a bunch of other characters. He was in this set, but he's actually different colors. These colors this figure here is going to share is more in line with the Alicon, which it does have a few extra paint apps. Some paint apps are different, but the green, everything is more close to the Alicon, not what was in that set. This is him in his alt mode here, which is very much just the Alicon alt mode. There's an Alicon right here, so you can take a look at the differences. You can see some of the paint apps are what's going to be different. Where he's got some purple, he's got like silver. Then when he got to the legs, he's got silver. He's got this gray coloring here on the knees and stuff that he doesn't have there. And he also comes with like this mace and like an axe. This guy just comes with like a spear, staff. That's all your differences here. Of course, on the main difference is on the shoulder pads. He's got these tall spikes, he's got these little spikes. That's your pretty much, that and the head sculpt is what is going to differentiate this figure from the Alicons. And plus, he's got like a gray tail. He's got the big green tail and stuff. So let's go take a look and compare the robot modes. All right, here they are together in robot mode. You can see the real only difference here is the weapons and of course the head sculpt and the spikes. Some of the colors, but it's pretty much the same figure, just retooled with a few exceptions. Now you do get the Alicon head here that you can make another version of this guy, which does have different paint apps than what came before. You see you got some tealish blue here on the sides. You lose the purple, go with more of a lighter purple here. And so you get a little bit different colorations for the head sculpt. And all you gotta do is a ball joint. You pop this head off and pop this head on. But I already have 4 of these guys. I need this guy here. So we get more troops for our Quintessons, protect them. I do have that set he came in, but it is still sealed. I have not opened that. It's been about 3 years, and maybe eventually, when I get my room set up, I will open that set and have all of this together. Articulation of this guy's gonna be just what you got in the Alicon. He does give you more. He's got a waist swivel, which you do have to use for our transformation to also have wrist swivels and stuff. He has come this weapon here, but it's actually a very flexible plastic, and so trying to jam in his hand sometimes it just wants to bend. So that was like a problem I had. It fits better in his left hand than it does his right hand. But a very cool figure. I like this little head sculpt here. Like I said, the colors are different than what came in the one before. They came in that Quintesson pack. So now let's move on to the G2 Universe Cybertronian Trooper. All right, on to the G2 Universe Cybertronian Trooper. He is just a retooling of Legacy Skullgrin. We got the same weapons here. Turn around. We got the same little tail piece here. He's going to transform that floating like space tank and everything. We still got this skull right here. There's crotchals. And you can see he's 2 shades of color. He's got this green, but he's kind of this minty teal color. It's not minty, but like a teal color. No, he's actually all green. My camera is taking the plastic and is making it not look green on camera, more of a blue-green, whereas actually pretty closely matches what is painted green here in person. So don't let the camera here fool you. It is a pretty much consistent green color all around. Now we get 2 heads here. We get this head here with the green eyes, and it's more like a Punisher looking head, and we get these little antlers, horns that you can move. But we do get a second head sculpt with this guy as well. This one here. And this one here, I think it matches the body aesthetic more. It blends in with the body. It's got more green with the white, but since it has the green eyes. This one here, I think, looks cooler. But this one here, I think, looks a little bit better on the figure. Easy to replace. It actually just slides off like a mushroom peg here. There's this little piece here. There's no ball joint. So if you want to grab it, you just pull forward. This slides right off. So you see this little piece here is going to hook around it. Get those grooves. Just slide this one on. And there you go. New head. Like I said, I think this one here overall fits with the body and the look of the robot a little bit more than this one. This one here, I think it looks just a little bit cooler. So comparisons with Legacy Skullgrin right here. You can see what was changed on the figure. We got a whole new chest piece here, which I think looks really cool in this guy. It's something just to differentiate the figure from what came before. Of course, your new head sculpts as well. I've moved his back piece around. But everything else pretty much the same. We just got new colors of plastic, new paint, and everything on the figure. So turn this guy around. Articulation of this guy, you're going to get what you got on Skullgrin. You get no wrist swivels, but you do get a 360 waist swivel. So I think as you're going to get all the other articulation, all the other bells and whistles you could want out of the figure, you're going to get on this guy. You're just not going to get the wrist swivels, which is what you did not also get on Skullgrin. You do get a nice G2 Decepticon logo right here on his forearm, on his wrist, on his right arm. So we'll get this guy into his alt mode and we'll show that off. And look at him in his alt mode. Just like I said, Skullgrin transformed again. This one, you really can't tell the difference of the chest piece, which is sort of hidden underneath the cannons. You do get your 360 spin out of this. And of course, it is blast effect compatible. No wheels, so it just glides on the ground. These treads do not work at all. Alright, so last but certainly not least, we have the Animated Universe Auto Trooper. Not much animated looking about the figure. He is just your Siege Ironhide recolored into this. He shares more of the colors of Ratchet, but the actual pieces, he's got Ironhide's legs, Ironhide shoulders, He's more Ironhide than he is Ratchet in that aspect. You like the teal translucent blue here on the chest, and you got some of that teal painted as well on the sides of the arms. Got some black paint all around the figure. Very nicely done on this guy as well. So you got Siege, you know what you've got coming out of this figure here. Very, very cool looking, but you're good in the backside. Of course, you're going to get a lot of the hollowness because they made them into a big deluxe. And there are some kits being shown up online where you can fill that in. And on my Siege Ratchet, I did get one of those kits. I think I did review that years ago and had it with my channel. Where it's a little kit you just plug in the back of that, and pretty much you probably could take that off the guy and put it here, but it's going to be different colors, so that's going to be the negative sides. Weapon wise, you just get the big hammer gun. That's what you're going to get here, but you do get also a second head sculpt, which I do store the second head right here in his chest. And his heads aren't as impressive to me. I guess a little bit it gets to me. This one here, he's got like goggles up top, and he's got teal eyes with the black on the side. So he's got black on the side, he's got red up here and red eyes. And it just goes on which look you want to go with. I kind of like the red eyes more so than teal. Also because the black goggles looks like a bow on top of his head. So I try to see it, I think of Minnie Mouse. So, but his head is just, you change it out the same way as you did Skullgrins. It just slides forward. That's Skullgrins. The Cybertronian trooper. It's got to get a grip on this guy's head as well. And we just want to slide that forward. Come on, come forward. There we go. Take the other head, and I'll just slide that one on. Put this back. And you can store the head inside his chest if you want to, but you can see it and it's all over. It's fine. Ain't a big deal. And that's this one. That's why this one here, it just looks like it's like he's got a bow on top of his head. And that's one thing I don't like about this head sculpt as much as the other one. Just the way everything goes around, it just looks like he's got a bow on his head. I like the other head sculpt a little bit more. But again, nice looking figure. And he's got the Autobot little logo here on the lower chest. And we're going to show him off in vehicle mode. So I'm transforming just like your old Siege figures did. So we'll show him off. Here he is in vehicle mode. Exactly what you're going to get out of the Siege molds. You can take this cannon, one of these 4 pegs at the top, peg it up there, and boom, boom, boom. Of course, in vehicle mode, you have to fold his head inside, so you can't store the second head inside that any longer. But you still get the ugly feet syndrome, but it makes a good looking Cybertronian vehicle. Hey, it's not supposed to be earthly at all. And we come to this part here, the little panels on the sides, you know, the old Ironhide from Siege and Ratchet. Now, they have these will pop off really easy. These don't pop off as easy. Now, you can pop them off if you do too much, but these actually stay in very good. So, not as bad as what was on a Siege Ironhide, where you just, you know, you fart and they just fall right off. So, none of that happening here. Again, I love the colors. So they like this teal color with the black. Looks really good. So, Troop Builder Pack. Alright, so your Buzzworthy Bumblebee Target exclusive Troop Builder Pack. It's a nice pack. I'm really glad with this. I'm really pleased with this. If you want some background characters or extra cannon fodder, go for it. Yeah, you get some more Coruscant guys. You get you some more Seekers. You get something from the G2, and you get something from the animated, which should just be Cybertronian, you know, troopers that help protect the Autobots and the Decepticons. Now, the Seeker Jet, to me, is the standout because I always, especially in jet mode, this looks really good. All the paint apps on these figures are really good. Most of the joints are tight. If you got previous versions of these characters or figures, you know what you're getting, articulation, everything-wise, and usually QC. So for this guy here, you're getting a lot better hinges on those flaps that come from the leg to help form the sides of the alt mode. Good set, $77.99 or something like that at Target in the US. It could end up being like the Prowl Ironhide 2-pack. Maybe just wait on that, and then you can get it at a cheap discount. You never know, a year or so from now, it might even show up at an Ollie's or a Ross at even cheaper discounts. But even that Prowl Ironhide pack got down to like $16. I mean, this set here could, they get enough of them, they hang around after Christmas. So this set's probably going to be here for the Christmas season. It'll probably right after Christmas. The Target likes to clearance stuff right out of there. It might get clearance right out if there's still a whole bunch on the shelf. Just depends on how much your targets will get. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. I'm sorry if I'm a little rusty. Like I said, it's been like a month and a half since I made a video. I got COVID. I was really sick, and then I just got really busy with a lot of stuff going on in real life here, trying to get back into the swing of things. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next ones. Peace out.